small changes in a few key things can make a huge difference to your net profit. So your starting point here, let's say you had 1,000 prospects and your conversion rate is 20%, you'd have 200 customers. If they each bought twice a year off you and spent £1,000 or dollars, you'd have a turnover revenue of 400,000. If your gross margin was 60%, your gross profit would be 240,000. You have 150,000 overheads, your net profit would be 90,000. So let's look at the difference that just making 5% improvement in the highlighted red areas, if you like, would make. Your prospects, you'd now generate slightly more. There's loads of strategies you can use to do that. You can convert 21% instead of 20%, which is like a minimal improvement. Again, having follow-up systems. You'd now end up with 220 clients or customers instead of 200. You get them on average to buy slightly more frequently, 2.1 times a year, to spend slightly more each time, 1,050 on average rather than 1,000. And if you work it through, your revenue goes up to 486,000, your gross profit goes up to 306,000, and your net profit, your bottom line sometimes called, goes up from 90,000 to 154,000, which is a 72% improvement. But let's look what would happen if you could get a 10% improvement. Now bear in mind that in 4 key areas, 10% over the course of the year is less than 1% a week. You now end up with these numbers: 1,100 prospects with a 22% conversion rate, giving you 242 customers who spend 2.2 times a year on average and spend 1,100 on average, which gives you a revenue now of 5,000 instead of 400,000. Your gross margin has become 65% because you're charging slightly more. Your gross profit's gone up to 380,000 from 240,000. Your overheads haven't changed. Your net profit, your bottom line net profit, has gone up from 90,000 to 230,000. It's more than doubled. It's actually gone up by 156%. So you can see that very small improvements are all it takes to make a huge improvement to your net profit. So in this instance here, focusing on 4 key variables, and there's loads of strategies you can use to improve them, we're just focusing on those 4 key variables. Making a less than 1% a week improvement means that you've improved your net profit by 2.5 times, by 156%. It's gone up by 2.5 times. So you can see the effects of small increases are astonishing. There you go. Well worth being aware of for any business owner. Thanks very much for watching.